Alrighty then. Right, this works, right? Yeah, we got everything going here. Alright, this should start any minute, or it might have started already. And it looks like it started already. Yes, we're live. Okay, beautiful. So, as you see in front of you, Tabletop Simulator. Oh wait, can you guys hear me? Last time this was really quiet. Let's crank that up a bit. What's OBS say we're doing? Where's our volume at here? We're not quite peaking yet. Let's turn up more, get into that yellow. A little bit more maybe. Oh, I'm at full here. That doesn't make sense. Let's go down a bit. How's that? Is that okay? Let me know if you can't hear me, because I hope you can. You should be able to by now. Okay, so I'm going to create, and we're going to find our game here, which I believe should be in the workshop. Tabletop, TCG. Did I not see it? There it is, TCGRPG demo. Load it. So, there's the original TCGRPG demo. I have some new artwork with some new features on it, like Typhon Hero. Rheinfeld no longer has 30 health and whatnot. So what we are going to do is find where I put all that artwork. You guys won't be able to see me do this part. You're just going to keep seeing the TTS screen, which is fine. I am going to, nope, not in downloads. We're going to go to our folder, local folder here, there, and update the files for the, there it is, TTS deck editor. I think this is the right one. Oh, good, it's empty. What do you know? Okay, well that's fine. I can work with that. Oh, that closed down. Did that make everything disappear? I bet for a second. Where's OBS? I hate when Windows does this. You hold onto a screen for too long, onto a window for too long. Yeah, see, now it's gone. You guys don't even see my TTS, right? That's so weird. That's so annoying. Can I pick it again? No, that's doing that. I don't want that. I want this. Well, you know what? I guess we're going to go to that for now and say, okay, you guys can watch me build the deck in here. I guess. Okay, so we got this guy out, and we're going to take our artwork, and we're going to build first our dungeon deck. So let's go into our dungeon tiles, and we're going to select them here. So last time I just uploaded everything in one shot. I'm not going to do that this time. This time they're going to be separate because it's a little bit easier to manage. So here's all of our dungeon tiles. There's 16 of them right now. Again, don't forget, this is building the 52 card deck. So it's limited to 52 cards. It's a normal set of cards, fits in a normal tuck box, all that good stuff. Let's see, where did my chat window go now? Great, now I can't see if anyone's talking to me. There it is. No one's talking yet. Okay, that works too. Yeah, no one's watching yet. That works. All right. So anyways, there is our TTS. We're going to export that. That's the size of it. Oh, that doesn't pop up. You guys don't get to see any of that. Okay, export that. We're going to save it. That's better, actually, that you guys don't see that, because then you just be looking at my drive folder structure and you'll laugh at how unorganized I am. So dungeon tiles, we are saving this as TCGRPG -dungeon. Save. Then we're going to replace that with, let's get back to here. We're going to go to the encounter deck, which I believe, are these new heroes? Let me make sure. Yeah, those are the new heroes. So encounter deck is going to have everything in it, apparently. Drag it in. Will it overwrite all of them for all? Yes. Ah, sweet, it does. Okay. So we have our 4 heroes, we have a bunch of monsters, we have some health potions and some other stuff. Perfect. File, export, and we're going to put this under the encounters deck and call it TCGRPG-encounters.png. Save. Now I'm going to hopefully switch back here to Tabletop Simulator. If it'll let me, will it show up? Tabletop Simulator still doesn't show up. Why? What did it do here? Let's move it around. Nope, see, it's not. This is supposed to be TTS. So I have to go into TTS. I have to leave TTS, I believe, and then reload Tabletop Simulator for it to populate in OBS. Yeah, there we are. Well, it's kind of blank actually now, but that should be Tabletop Simulator momentarily. The deck editor, encounter deck, live streaming, YouTube. Groove Music. What the hell's Groove Music on here for? I don't use Groove Music. Single player, I'm trying it, but it's not doing anything on my screen here. Hide it, bring it back. Nope. This sucks. Let's try another one. Does this show me anything? Nope. Does this show me anything? Nope. This is really annoying when it doesn't show. Whoop, what is this highlighting? What is this in front? And there's Tabletop Simulator. So what is this? Okay, get rid of you. Here's Tabletop Simulator. Again, there's two of it here. Oh, this is the other one I'm on. I'm on TTS as opposed to this one. That's so weird. Anyways, let's go to that one. Nope, not that one. This one. We're in tabletopsimulator.exe. Okay, I know this is the boring part for everyone. But why won't this? Tabletop Simulator. So there's my deck editor. Tabletop Simulator. Show me the video. Never mind. We're going to go this route, so you don't get my lovely Outer Edge Games logo and all that, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. We're going to go here and find the mod I made, which is right. You know what? Let's just look it up. TCG. There we are. TCGRPG. Load. So here is the base game, which we are going to modify to the new cards and everything. So to do so, we have to go modding Cloud Manager, and I'm going to upload some new files. We are going to go to our Outer Edge Games folder, and first we're going to get the dungeon tiles, which is not here. Oh, it's under that folder. That's smart. There we are. Open. Sure. I guess I should put a new folder in, but that's okay. We'll do this for now. There it is. And it's uploading. And it's still uploading. There we go. TCGRPG Dungeons. Now we're going to go here, and we are now going to do the encounters. And our encounters are right there. So that is 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25 in that one. Upload. So let's copy this. And while that's copied, it's still doing its upload. We can come to our, that was our dungeon deck, right? Dungeon deck. Custom. We'll throw that link in there. Import. Oh, I should have changed it to 16 cards because it's not going to modify that card, I don't think. Nope. So we've got to change it to custom 16. Whoop. 16 cards. Import. Which means we take this guy and we delete him. I flip that over. Yeah, we got a new dungeon art. Beautiful. Then I have to take the encounter deck. Well, first let's go back to our modding Cloud Manager. We have to copy this one. Now we can go to our encounter deck, customize it, throw in the new image there. This is now has 25, did I say? Import, I think it was 25. Let me see, where can I see that image elsewhere? Here we are. Let's see if we had 25. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 25 there. Okay, so we got 25 in the encounter deck. We don't need the dice deck, we're actually going to use real dice. I know it's not exactly how the game plays out, but it's probably better for us. Let's search this. We're going to pull out the 4 heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we leave the rest of the encounters in there. We're going to dump these guys. Well, I guess I can just delete them. We're going to bring these heroes over. And I think what we'll do, okay, let's, forgot to search this one first. Search. We're going to pull out our starter, our dungeon starter. Now I know, talking with people, that the idea was maybe we should pull out the ending dungeon so we don't end too soon, but I want to play through it this way. So the ending dungeon could be the next dungeon in line. You don't know until it just shows up, right? So let's take a look. We're going to shuffle these up. Shuffle up our encounter deck. Actually, I should put in, let's put in a dice, components, dice. We're going to take a d8. We'll take 2 d8s actually. Now the only thing is these d8s, I know they can be modified to have a double 3 and a double 4 on them, but we'll just randomly, use whatever we do for that sort of thing. Anyways, the rules have to change too because they've changed slightly. One of the key rule changes I will explain as we go along. So we shuffled up our encounters, shuffled up our dungeon, and we're going to shuffle our heroes. And whichever hero comes on top is the one we're going to play. So let's shuffle heroes. Sorry, I keep looking to the right. That's where my chat window is, if anyone was on watching and chatting, but no one is. So, did that actually shuffle? Oh yeah, it did. Oh, okay, sorry. So, let's get back to Bardo, because that's who apparently wanted us to use. Well, forget it, we're going to use the wizard. I'm not going to go through all that. So, Yarago, Ancient Mage. You'll notice a difference here. We have an attack, well, you might notice if you've seen this game before. We have an attack and a defend section. So instead of before where you could roll double defense for each other, now instead you will only be able to roll attacks or defense depending where you are in initiative. So there's an initiative roll that will take place every time you reach an encounter. So we're going to start our dungeon crawl with the first scene of the dungeon, which actually has text now. You awaken in a dank room. The meager light cast from the waning sconces upon the wall casts terrible shadows about. The embers of a recently extinguished fire linger. There's a doorway in front of you. What do you do? So, just like any D&D game, you will go through the doorway, I'd assume. So we'll peel off the first card. Let's hope it's not the end. And it is not. We have the noises get louder as you pass through the doorway. Are they the sounds of creatures or just echoes of their ghosts taunting you from beyond the grave? Flip one encounter card. So first thing we have to do is line up our doorways here. So we're going to line that doorway up to there. We have now moved into this room, and we flip one encounter card. So first encounter card is a Chittering Crab. You'll notice the Chittering Crab has no defense. They cannot defend themselves. I also forgot to get, objects, 2 d20s for our life counters. Yeah, we can do a d20 because he only has 20 health, so we're okay with that. So this crab is going to be here. We're going to go to, 6, right? 6 health for the crab. And Yarago has 20. So we're good with 20. And we're going to roll initiative. So we're going to take our 8-sided die. We're going to roll them. Yarago has a 7. The crab has a 2. So Yarago has initiative. Yarago is going to roll first on the attack section. If you notice, the weaker of the attacks, the Mage Hand Slap has... these all have 2 die, but on the dice deck, we doubled up the 4s and 3s, so it kind of mimics, I think, mathematically what you'll get by throwing 2 6-sided die. I like that. It just gives a bit more variance than just 6 cards. It's also easier to shuffle 8 than it is to shuffle 6. So we are going to roll his attack, and we could roll Chittering Crab's defense, but you'll notice Chittering Crab has no defense. Let us roll. And we got a 3. So a 3 gives us a Mage Hand Slap. 1 damage to the Chittering Crab. Chittering Crab goes down to 5 health. Chittering Crab's turn for attack. We're going to roll. Comes out at a 5. A 5 gives us an attack of 1. It's called attack number 2 right now. I don't have a clever name yet. It gives us an attack of 1. Let's see if Yarago can defend with a force field or an invisible shield to that. So what we're doing here now is the 3s and 4s. The way I'm going to run those is... the 7 and the 8 are going to be 3 and 4, respectively. So we are at a 1. And a 1 gives us no defense. Wow, that actually got through. So Yarago gets hit for 1. It's down to 19. Then we switch back. Yargo's attack. Roll. 5. 5 does 2 damage. Sparkle. So we're down to 3. Crab is down to 3. Crab rolls in it. Oops, this is what goes to 3. Crab rolls an attack. 5. Crab's attack of 5 is another single hit unless Yarago can defend. Let's see what happens. 4. A 4 is a force field, -5. That did no damage whatsoever. Yarago rolls. Can he take the crab out with a 1? 1 does a fireball of 6 damage. The Chittering Crab is dead. Chittering Crab is dead, goes over here into like our collection pile of what we've got. If you look on the bottom here, you'll see another note that says gold 0. Again, thanks to some advice there. There may be a gold system added in for replayability through this game, so you can play like campaigns, you can do stuff like that. In that case, you will gather these minions to garner gold. You will get gold. Once you have enough gold, you can buy stuff from like the store, which is kind of like the encounter deck. But what I'll probably do, just to be a little bit different, is have a card with listed items on it, and you can buy an item from that would then go into your warrior's inventory to use in the next round of going through the dungeon. So we've defeated a chittering crab. We can move on to the next frame of the dungeon, which is, let's rotate it, put it in line because we can also read it now. Are those voices you hear just around the next passage? Or is it the squabbles of your inner demons playing tricks on you? Search the encounter deck for 1 health potion and flip 2 encounter cards. So first thing we get to do is search this for a health potion. So there's a health potion. We now have that in our inventory to use when we want. And if you look at the artwork here, you'll notice there's a health potion in the top right corner. So this dungeon room gives you a health potion. And we have 2 encounters. So let's shuffle this up because we did search it. And let's draw a card. Draw another card. We'll flip them both. Maybe one of them will not be. Oh, yes, we got a scroll. Hey, what are the chances? It's a treasure. Add +1 to each attack and each defense a mage makes. It's a perpetual effect. Cost 3 in the corner is just in my head what I was thinking if we were going to use gold to buy these from a shop later on. So let's drag this down here. Here's another item we have in our inventory to use. Actually, I guess I'll put it beside the heart here, beside our potion. Potion gives you 5 HP, by the way. It used to give you 10. We've reduced it down to 4. Or 5. So we are now having to face 1 goblin miscreant. So let's roll initiative. Let's bring the miscreant down here. 7 and a 3. So Yargo attacks first. Yargo rolls a 1, which is the big attack of 6, which knocks the miscreant down to 4. That's a pretty big hit right off the bat. Miscreant will attack. Oh, Miscreant can defend. I forgot. Sorry. Miscreant's defense is a 2 or a 5. Got none of those. It got a 1. So it defended nothing. It took all that damage. Now, Miscreant will attack with a 5. Its 5 attack is a 1. Yargo will try and defend. I think I've made their attacks too weak, these guys. A 5. A 5 defense is a -3. No damage incurred that direction. Yargo attacks again, and Miscreant defends. We have a 7 and a 6. The 7 is a 3, we said on the attack scale, so that does a mage hand slap of 1. And a defense of 6 gives us nothing, no defense. So that's down to 3. This goblin miscreant is slowly dying. Miscreant counterattacks with an 8, which is a 4. No attack for a 4. He just misses, basically. It's the equivalent of missing their armor class. So I know it's not quite an RPG because we don't have like hit an armor class type thing. Oh, Havoc TV. That's speak of the devil. Havoc TV was the one that's giving me a lot of the advice on how to fix up this game, as it were. So thank you for watching for a little bit before you head out. It is now. This will be live on Tabletop Simulator in the next hour or so. I'll upload the mod. You'll be able to play with the new fancy-looking cards and some new numbers on these things. I think the monsters are still too weak, as you said before. There's no real challenge to it at this point. Let's see how that goes, though. Sorry, we attacked with a 4, which was nothing. So it's like missing the armor class. It just swipes by. So the defense did nothing for Yargo. Yargo will attack, and the goblin will defend. Yargo hits a 6, which is a fireball of 6 damage, and a 3 defense. Gives us nothing. 6 damage. He only had 3 life left. Kills him. So we now have a goblin miscreant worth 2 gold in our coffers. 1 gold was for the chittering crab. Again, we don't have a method yet to use the gold for anything, but it is there if we need it. Oh, and I forgot actually. Sorry, I would have ended sooner. We have a perpetual effect to add 1 to each of our attacks and our damages and defenses. We are now going to draw off another card, and we have. Let's see here. As you step cautiously over the threshold into a new room, you see something amid the debris scattered around the floor. Flip 1 encounter card. Okay, so here's where I've reached a problem now, I realize. This is a dead end. Dead ends only work if you have another room before that has a way back out. I'm going to have to redo this one then, I guess, to make it a pass-through. It's not gonna work if you have a dead end that you that you have to stop at. But let's pull out an encounter anyways. Oh, it was a health potion. So on top of being a dead end, we also just got another health potion. So let's keep the playthrough going, just to keep playing it through and see how it goes. But that would be the end of that round. We would have gotten to the end of the dungeon, had to go back to the beginning. We didn't complete the dungeon. One thought is you'll reach a dead end like that. You will then have to travel back to the beginning. No re-encounters because you've defeated those monsters already. You'll get back to the beginning here. Oh, this is messed up. That fire pit is not supposed to be on the wall. The fire pit is supposed to be on the ground. I'll have to fix that after. You would go back to the beginning, reshuffle your dungeon. Actually, you know what? Let's do it that way. Put the dungeon deck back together. And we're going to reshuffle it. Our heroes made it back to the beginning. And we still have all our goods because nothing's changed. We're still the same hero. And we are going to pull out another dungeon card. And we have... Are those voices you hear just around the next passage? Or is it the squabbles of your inner demons playing tricks on you? Okay, search the encounter deck for one health potion. We can't do that. We already have both. There's only 2 health potions in that encounter deck. Flip 2 encounter cards. So, let's see what we get in the encounter cards. We got a Goblin Miscreant and a Chittering Crab, which now means I have to put out another die. Components, dice, plastic, D8, because we have 2 here now that need to roll initiative. So let's put these 2 creatures here. Oh, I need another D22. So there's our crab at 6, right? 6. This is 10, right? 10. So we got 10. And this one here is at 6. Okay, so let's roll initiative for all of these. So we got to roll, roll, and roll. And we come out with... I added the template for the D8 I use in the TCGRPG channel. Oh, you did? Thank you so much, Havoc. I will make that part of the mod. That'd be awesome. It'd be a great way to make life a little bit easier here. On a printed version of it, maybe instead the dice deck will just have 1 through 8 instead of doubling up on some of them. I could do that too. There's no reason why I couldn't. And then something like the numbers here where it's a 4 and a 3 would say instead like 3 to 6. Like it would be a 6, or sorry, it would be an 8 and a 1, a 7 and a 2, and a 3 to 6. Yeah, 3 to 6. So maybe that would be it. So there'd be, I mean, I got a lot of room there, so I could even move them over and add 3 dice to that one ability. We'll see. That might be the way to do it. But for now, for the mod, I will take that from you. Thank you very much, and throw it into here. So we rolled initiative. Looks like for once, Yargo is going last, which is fine. Our first up in the order is the Chittering Crab with a 6. So our Chittering Crab is going to roll. Yargo will roll defense. We get a 5. A 5 is a hit of 1. Yargo's block of 2 does nothing. He actually takes the 1 damage. So it's down to 18. It is a slow death. I think these creatures are very underpowered, so we will have to bolster them up. Havoc, you're right. 4. An attack of 4 does nothing. That's a miss to the armor class sort of thing. Maybe I should incorporate some sort of armor class thing. I don't know yet. I don't think so, though. Roll an attack from Yargo. He's going to attack the Goblin Miscreant. So that's a 7. The 7 we said was a 3, so that's a Mage Hand Slap. That's a 1. And a 6 block does nothing. So this guy actually takes the 1 damage. He's down to 9. Then we go back to the top of the order. So it's back to the Chittering Crab. With a 3, yeah, with a 3, we have nothing. Missed the armor class again. With a 1, we get an attack of 3. Let's see if we can block any of that. An 8. An 8 is considered a 4, so that's a -5 force field. That blocked the entire attack. Yeah, these blocks are way too strong. The attacks are way too weak. I'm going to have to rebalance that. I'll try and do that maybe before I upload this. We'll see. An attack of 2 gives us Sparkle. So they're going to attack the Goblin Miscreant again because more damage potential comes out of the Goblin. Sorry, what did I say that was? An attack of 2. The Goblin tries to block with a 7, which is a 3. No blocks. The Goblin takes 2 damage. Down to 7. Back up to the top of the order. The Crab attacks for a nothing. Missed the armor class again. Miscreant attacks with an 8. 8 was a 4, misses. We attack back to the goblin again. A 3 gives us a 1. 1 attack, and a 2 blocks 1. No damage transpired there. A 7, that was a 3, which is again a miss. A 2 was an attack of 1. And we blocked. A 5 is a block of -3, blocked the entire thing. We attack back again with a 5. The 5 is an attack of 2. Goblin Miscreant is a 5, blocks 1, so it takes 1 damage. Yeah, this does play quite slow. You're right, Havoc TV. If you don't follow Havoc TV and you're watching this, follow Havoc TV. Go for it. They're great. They were all into helping me with this, which is awesome. Like this was on a whim. I threw this together, and this is actually probably one of the most things I'm excited about that I've been making. And I've got like 6 games I'm working on. This was kind of like on a throwaway, like, hey, let's put this together, and it's the one that's got the most interest from me right now, I think. Okay, let's roll here. 2. 2 is an attack of 1. Do we block any of it with a 1? We block none of it. We actually take the 1 damage. We're down to 17. Goblin Miscreant attacks with a 3 does nothing. Misses. Actually, maybe I should put that on there. 3 is a miss, like the numbers that are a miss. A 1. A 1 does 6 damage to the goblin. Can the goblin defend itself against 6 damage? Nope. It takes all 6 damage. It was at 6. Goblin is dead. So we killed off one of them. Now it's back up to the crab. Crab is a 4. That does not hit us for anything. So we are going to attack the crab with a 6. A 6 is an attack of 6. We defend. The crab is a defensive 3, which is nothing. The crab takes all 6. Crab is dead. And we move on to the next room in the dungeon. And it says, the noises get louder as you pass through the doorway. Are they the sounds of creatures, or just echoes of their ghosts taunting you from beyond the grave? Flip 1 encounter deck. Item is a kobold soldier. We haven't seen one of these yet. That's great. Kobold soldier. Let's roll initiative. A 3 and a 1. Kobold gets to go first. Kobold attacks. Yargo defends. Kobold's attack of an 8. So that's the equivalent of a 4. Misses the armor class. You'll notice I have flavor text over top of it there that isn't quite showing up. I'll have to fix that. So defended anyways, but didn't need to. We're going to attack. Nope, not press 1. We're going to roll. There we are. And roll a defense. A roll of 5 gives us a 2 attack, and a defense of 5 gives us a -1. Kobold was at 13, so Kobold is at 12 now. Kobold attacks. An 8, which was a 4 attack, does nothing. Yargo attacks. That's a 2. The 2 was a sparkle of 2, and our defense is a 1. Blocks it all. No, sorry, down below. No, 1 does nothing. Kobold takes all 2 damage, down to 10. Gotta head out. I'll watch the video later. Good luck with the games. Thank you very much, Havoc. I'm probably gonna play through this till I get to the end, and then maybe I'll go back and do the mods I need to fix up some of these artworks. So I'm glad you got to watch some of it. And thank you again very much. I owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did and your advice. It's much appreciated, honestly. Let's roll an attack of 2. An attack of 2 is a damage of 2. Let's roll an attack here from Yargo. Yargo is a defense of 2. No defending for 2, so Yargo takes 2 damage. Down to 15. So another thought was to basically roll an attack and a defense, right? So if the attack number is higher than the defending number, the attacker gets through, like hitting an armor class. And then you roll damage from a 8-sided die or something like that. Or you roll to hit an armor class. So you would get, along with these potions, and like this scroll gives you an extra, I keep forgetting, this gives us 1 extra defense, 1 extra attack. Like these bonus things, aside from just that, like maybe you would get like armor, and it would increase your armor class. So maybe a wizard has a certain armor class, and unless the kobold can roll above that, like maybe the wizard's armor class, let's say, is a 2, they wear cloth robes. So as long as the kobold rolls a 3 or higher, they've hit. Then they get to roll along their damage ratio to see how much damage they cause, and Yargo can roll against their defense to see how much they're able to defend. Is a thought, because then maybe it would be simpler than saying, well, you rolled a 6, it got you -5. It's like, well, did he even hit you through an armor class? Now, I don't know if that slows the game down too much or not. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe it does. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more sped up, this way of just rolling back and forth. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. So basically, let me reiterate that again. Your hero would have an armor class somewhere between 1 and like 4, because you need to be a reasonable number for the monsters to hit you. It would probably be between 1 and 3, and then you could use things to bring it up to a 4 or a 5. Your monsters would then try and hit your armor class. They would have an armor class that you have to hit as well. Once you've hit, then you worry about the attack and the damage. I do think that slows it down too much now that I'm saying it out loud. That does slow it down too much, because you'll get a lot of misses, right? Oh, miss the armor class, nothing happens. Miss the armor class, nothing happens. This way we just know we attacked, we did damage. Done. No questions asked. So I think that's the right way to come at it. A 2 does sparkle again, and a 3 does no defense. But not only are we 2 damage, now remember we have this, so that actually does 3 damage to the kobold. So we're down to 7 on that side. Kobold attacks with a 4. 4 misses. Attacks with a 3. A 3 does 1 plus 1, so it does 2. And a block of 8, nothing there. So a 2, we're down to 5. That does speed it up a little bit more. Kobold fights back. A 4 misses. Yargo attacks with a 4. The 4 gives us a Mage Hand Slap of 1. Plus 1, it's a 2. A block of 6 is a -2, so it's a dead even. No damage transpires. An attack of 5 is 2. A defense of 4 is a huge defense of -5. I really have to lower those numbers. Those are totally out to lunch. These things will never die. Your hero will never die with all this life gain and everything. So a 4, an attack of 4 was Mage Hand Slap again. So that's a 2. A defense of 2 is a -1, takes 1 damage, down to 4. An attack, and a defend. An attack of 7, which is a 3. There is no attack. It missed. An attack of 7, which is a 3, is a Mage Hand Slap for 2. A block of 8, which is a 4. No blocks. It's down to 2. This kobold will be dead soon, I hope. Attack, or attack, defend. 4. 4 is a miss. Roll and roll. A 6. 6 gives us a fireball of 6. Plus 1 is a 7. A block of 8, which is a 4, is non-existent. So kobold has died. I don't know why those cards lean so much like that. That's weird. But anyways, I digress. We're also in a back alley. Oh no, in like a storage locker. Anyways, okay. Next encounter. Flip. We drop it here, over there, and the lights spilling forth from this chamber are odd, brighter than the previous rooms. Its purpose to illuminate the as yet unknown. Flip 2 encounter cards. So we flip 1. I'll put them here at least 1, 2. Whoops. And we flip. Hey, we got a cloak. Add +1 to each defense a thief makes. Each defense a thief makes. So that card is useless to us, but we do take it out of circulation anyways. We are not a thief. If we were playing the thief would get the benefit of it. So we have 1, the Goblin Miscreant we have to fight. Let's roll initiative. A 1 and a 6. Yargo goes first. Yargo attacks with a 2. Plus 1 is a 3. The Miscreant blocks with nothing. That's 3. Miscreant is down to 7. Right out the gate, down to 7. Miscreant counterattacks. A 4. 4 does nothing for us, and we didn't need to block, so now we're going to attack again. 7. 7 was a 3, which is a Mage Hand Slap. 1 plus 1 is a 2. A block of a 6 is nothing. That takes 2 down to 5. Roll. A 6 is an attack of 3. A 6 block is a huge block. Nothing gets through. A 7 is an attack of Mage Hand Slap. A block of 3 does not exist, so that is a 2. We're down to 3. Counterattack by the Goblin. A 5 gives us a 1 attack, and a 4 gives us a complete block. Yeah, those blocks have to be much, much weaker. They're definitely too strong. An attack of 5 is a 3. A defense of 4 is nothing. So that's 3 dead. Goblin Miscreant is dead. Another dungeon piece. Ah, a little bit of a breather. Shuffling sounds echo from behind the damp walls. Scurrying sounds, too loud to be mice, too quiet to be friendly, bounce around the stone chamber. You see one exit before you. So here's another thought. Empty rooms like this maybe should give you like a short rest. Like when you go through, it could say at the bottom, like the other ones are flip this or whatever. This could say recover 1 HP or 2 HP or something like that for a short rest. That might be wise. Because in a game, you would take a short rest in a situation like this, right? Oh, I'm in an empty room. No monsters nearby. Let's take a rest. So I think I might do that. I might implement that. But to do so, I would have to lower the defense and the health of all of these heroes. And I think I'm going to try that before I upload this. And I'll re-update the downloadable, what's it called there? The print and play version to accommodate that. I think that's probably the right way to go. So now we flip and, whoops, another dead end. As you step cautiously over the threshold into a new room, you see something amid the debris scattered around the floor. Flip 1 encounter card. Flip. Another chittering crab. Roll for initiative. A 7 and a 2. Crab attacks. Crab attacks with a 1. Yargo defends with a 1. A 1 defense is nothing. Yargo takes 1 damage. Down to 14. See, but we have 10 healing here, so that's not really anything to worry about, right? Now Yargo will counterattack. A 3 gives us a Mage Hand Slap, which our bonus gives us 2 attack. A 7 is a 3, no defense. 2 attack brings us down to a 4. Chittering Crab counterattacks with a 4 is nothing, totally misses. Yargo counterattacks. The 8 is the equivalent of a hand slap again. A 2 is a block of 1, but we had a +1, so this is down to 3. Sorry if I sound like I'm going through it quick, but if you need like a quick tutorial on it, I can do that later for you. A 6. A 6 hits for 2, and a 4 block does complete protection. That I don't like. I gotta fix that up. An attack of 4 gives me a 2. A defense of 6 blocks all of it. This chittering crab is getting pretty tough to deal with. Attack of 5 is a 1. A block of 2 is nothing. Takes the 1 damage, down to 13. Roll to attack, roll to defend. A 4 is a Mage Hand Slap. A 3 is no defense, so that's a 2. This crab is looking bloodied, as they say in D&D. Crab attacks with a 1. Yargo blocks with a complete block. A 5 and a 5. The 5 attack gives me a 3. The 5 block blocks a 1. It is dead. Chittering Crab is dead. We've reached the dead end again. So now I believe we go back through the dungeon. I think this is a way to keep this going. Let me know what you guys think, but I think this is a good way to keep doing it. I think I might actually have too many of those in the deck, though, and that's why we keep running into them, the dead ends. Maybe we have like 2. Like maybe I should have 2, and I think there's 3 in there. Pull out a dungeon card. Flip. Oops. The noises get louder as you pass through the doorway. Are they the sounds of creatures or just echoes of their ghosts taunting you from beyond the grave? You'll notice some repetition, and that's because I used Nandeck to build this, and I wanted to have like some very similar rooms. I think what I'll do is I'll go forward after this and change the text of each card so they are unique, which I think will lean into the TCG aspect of TCGRPG, because you will buy more cards, more packs and whatnot just to see a story unfold. What I might also include is a number in a corner that actually leads to a story. So in other words, if you just want to collect these, you could collect all the dungeons and have a story flow throughout it. I may even, I'm not sure yet, include, well, let's flip an encounter here just to, well, I guess, yeah, what happens when we're out of the encounter deck? I guess when we're out, if we're not out of the dungeon, we perish in the dungeon. We got a sacred amulet. Add +1 to each action your hero takes. So our guy's pretty much invincible now, I think, because that's a +1 to everything, and this is a +1 to attack and defense. Sorry, so what I was saying is that maybe on like your hero, they would have a number 2. So these cards in a number sequence are not just the number that they take place in the TCG, like for collectability, like 1 of 100, 2 of 100, 3 of 100, or whatever. I guess a 52, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, a 52, that would actually be their place in the story. So if you put them in a binder, you read through a story with the text on these cards and flavor text on the bottoms of your heroes. I think if I can make that work, that'll be a lot of fun. I'll build into that. Right now I want to get the game down pat that I'm happy with, because there's no sense in having like a healing potion that has some random text on it that doesn't end up in the sequence, because we only want one healing potion instead of 2 in the whole game, or something like that. Next dungeon room. Flip. So I think this is a repeated text again. Yep. So we're going to flip one of these. Hey, oh, big baddie. We got the Warlock, who's been powered up to 21 now. We should have taken a break and healed. I think healing should take your turn away during your initiative of the round. I think that's the way it should work. So let's put this up to 20. We'll put this up to 1, which is already on. Roll initiative. 4 and an 8. Good. Yargo gets initiative. Should Yargo heal? I think Yargo's going to heal. So one of these potions is gone. We're going to heal 5 up. So we're at 18. Now, Warlock is going to attack. Warlock attacks for 3. The 3 attack does nothing. Misses armor class. Yargo will attack. Yargo's attack of 3 does Mage Hand Slap plus 2, because we have the 2 bonus items here. So that does 3 damage. The Warlock blocked with a 2. The 2 blocks minus 1, so it only takes 1 damage. So it's down to 20 actually, because it was at 21. This is what the 1 over here is for. Warlock counterattacks. 7, which is a 3, does nothing. Maybe the Warlock, because as the big baddie, should have an extra attack round there that does something. A 4 is a Mage Hand Slap for 3. A 5 block is minus 3. Totally counteract each other. Roll. A 1. A 1, it does 3 attack, and a 2 does no blocking. Wow, that's 3. So we're down to 15. Counter attack from Yargo. A 2 does Sparkle. Plus 2 is a 4. A block of 2 blocks 1, so that does 3 damage. We're down to 17. Roll attack. The 8 does nothing, it misses. The 6 does Fireball. 6 plus 2, so that does 8 damage. The 4 block does nothing. It takes all 8. That's a little bit high maybe. But mind you, if you encounter this Warlock earlier on and didn't have these shard, this amulet, sorry, it used to be called an amulet shard, but the Sacred Amulet and the Scroll, it'd be a little bit dicier, right? So maybe it is right for the attack side of it. It's just the defense I have to work on. That's a miss of the armor class. A 2. Sparkle is 2 plus 2 is 4. A block of 6 blocks 3 of it. So we're down to, where are we at? We're at 9, right? Yep, so we're down to 8. Roll the counterattack from the Warlock. A 5 does 5 damage. A 7, which is a 3, blocks 3, 4, blocks 5. And that was a 5 did an attack of 5? Yep, complete block. That's got to be worked on, I think. A 1 does a Fireball of 6, does 8 again. A block of 8, which is the equivalent of a 4, doesn't block any of it. Warlock takes 8 damage. Warlock is dead. That's pretty good. Another dungeon card. Shuffling sounds echo from behind the damp walls. Scurrying sounds, too loud to be mice, too quiet to be friendly, bounce around the stone chamber. You see one exit before you. So again, maybe that'll be like a healing thing. We'll see. Next dungeon. Hope we don't hit the dead end again. The noises get louder as you pass through the doorway. Are they the sounds of creatures or just echoes of their ghosts taunting you from beyond the grave? Flip 1 encounter card. We hit a kobold. Yes, that's what it was. Kobolds are 13. Roll initiative. A 3 and a 1. Kobold got an initiative with a 3. Attack of 1 does 4 damage. A block of 4 blocks everything and then some. A counterattack of 1 does 8 damage. A block of 6 blocks 2 of it. So we take 6 down from, what was it, 13, right? So we're at, what is that, 7, right? Yes, 7. Wow, that took me a while to figure out. Kobold counterattacks. Whoops. Oh, 7 and a 1. Did I do something there? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention for a second. 7 is a 3, is a miss. So it doesn't even matter what the Wizard did. A 1 is another fireball. Wow, that's an attack of 8. A block of 3 is nothing. 8 kills the kobold. Dungeon deck. Oh, this one is another dead end. You step cautiously over the threshold, amid the debris scatter on the floor, flip 1 encounter card. Another kobold. Roll for initiative. 4 and 4. Tied. Let's roll again. 8 and 2. Kobold gets initiative. Kobold attacks. A 1. Attacks for 4. A block of 5. Blocks everything because it's -3. And another -1 and another -1. Yeah. So that nothing gets through. Definitely too strong of a defense on the mage. 6 and an 8. A 6 does 8 damage and an 8 blocks. An 8 is a 4, nothing. So this was at, 13 minus 8 is 5. 5, right? Yeah, we're at 5. Because 8 plus 5 is 13, yeah. Okay. Roll a counterattack from the kobold. A 2 and a 7. 2 does 2 attack. A 7 is a 3. Blocks it all. Yeah, that doesn't work. This guy's way too strong. A 5 and a 2. 5 attack is a 4, and a 2 blocks 1. So it's down to, what do we say, 4, right? 5 attack is a 4. Yeah. And a 2 attack blocks 1. So we're down to 2 health. Roll and roll. 5 does 2 attack. A 6 blocks everything. Roll and roll. A 3 attack does mage hand slap for 3. A 7 block is a 3, nothing. 3 kills a kobold. And we got a dead end, so we're back to the beginning. So what's left in the dungeon deck here? Let me search. We're going to shuffle it anyways. So how many dead ends? I have 2. Do I really only have 2 dead ends? No. 3? No, that's the end. 3. I have 3 dead ends. So I'm going to have to get rid of some of these dead ends because I think those are eating up too much of it for right now. Shuffle it up. And our encounter deck is almost done. We're at 6, right? Flip. The lights spilling forth from this chamber are odd, brighter than the previous rooms. Its purpose to illuminate the as yet unknown. Flip 2 encounter cards. Encounter card 1. Encounter card 2. 2 baddies. Okay. What do we got here? 6 and 10. 6. 10. Normally I would have given up by now and just said, okay, whatever, we're going to do what we do, but I know what I need to fix, but I really want to see it through and see what happens when I reach the end of it. Okay. Sorry, these guys tied, that's why I had to reroll them. 8, 6, and 2. So Chittering Crab is first. Chittering Crab attacks. A 6 does 2 damage. We block 2. We block none of it. Takes 2 damage? Wow. Kobold or Goblin attacks with a 6. 6 does 3 damage. We block of that 3 damage. None of it. Wow. We're taking 3. We're down to 10. See, these guys now, they can hit for a 3 and a 2. Do we counterattack and hope to knock one of these out, or do we drink a potion? I think we counterattack. We're going to attack the crab first. A 7. That's a 3. Gives us a 3 mage hand slap. They block with a 4 is nothing. So they take 3 damage, going down to 3. Then the crab counterattack. Whoop, not flip. Roll. And roll. Counterattack of 6, which is a 2. Block of 5, which is a -3. Blocks it all, thankfully. The Goblin Miscreant does a 1, which is their big attack of 3. We blocked 1. We blocked... Oh, none of it, right? The 1 doesn't do a big block. That's 3 attack, and we blocked none of it. We're down to 7. This mage is looking a little worse for wear. I wonder if we're going to take this turn to drink a potion. It's our last potion. I think we're going to do it. Yep. Drink the potion. Where's that? 12 we're at now. Back up to the crab. 3. 3 does nothing. Kobold. 4. 4 does nothing. Yargo attacks with a 2. The 2 does... Mage hand. No, Sparkle. 2 plus 2. It does 4 against the crab again. The crab blocks with a 5. which blocks one of it, and we did, what do we say, 4? Yeah, Sparkle, right? 2. Yeah, 4, 3 health, crab is dead. Okay, we eliminated that one at least. Then the goblins turn up. Goblin is a 4, the 4 does nothing. Yargo attacks with a 1. That's the big fireball that comes in for 8. We block of the 8, blocks 1, so it takes 7. So we're down to 3. That was a quick attack. An 8, which is a 4, does no attack. Counter attack of 4 is a mage hand slap for 3. If we don't block any, what's a 4 do? No blocks. Goblin is dead. Next dungeon tile. Flip. And we're at a dead end again. Oh my god. Flipping a counter deck. A crab. Roll initiative. Oh, let's see. We got a 4 and a 5. Oh, Yargo goes first. Roll, Yargo. Roll defense. 5 is 2 plus 2. That's a 4. Block of 7 is none. 4. Chittering crab is down to 2. Chittering crab counterattack. A 2 does 1 damage. A block of 2 does not block it. Take 1 damage. Down to 11. Counterattack. A 6 and a 5. Wait, who's... Okay, who's attacking? 5. 5 does 4 damage. Crab, a 6 block. Blocks 2 of it. Crab is dead, though. Crab is dead. Back to a dead end. Stack these 2. Grab them both. Flip them and throw them on the deck. Shuffle up the deck. Draw 1. Flip. And we already reached a dead end. Yeah, I gotta get rid of it. We should have 1, maybe 2 dead ends. Maybe 1 in this deck is the right way to do it. Hey, we got a sword. Sword. Does nothing for us, though. The sword only works for warriors. Okay, that goes back in the deck. Shuffle again. Draw a card. This one here is another rest room. Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry. You reach an impasse. The route before you blocked. You must choose a direction. Which ventures further into the depths and which leads to freedom. Your heart pulls you one way while your mind another. So yeah, this is we got 2 ways to go actually. So I can put that back the way it was. Now we can go left or right. So the idea with the dead end was you're hopefully going to get a branching one first, and then you can just branch the other direction, which I think is kind of neat. But let's go this way again. No, we'll go this way. And this is noises with the ghost and all that. We flip 1 encounter. Down to the last encounters. I wonder if we shuffle these back in after, I guess. So, roll initiative. 7 and a... Was this one a 1? Yeah, okay. So Yargo, roll to attack. Rolled a 6. That's the big baddie of 6 plus that. That's 8. And the block of 3 is nothing. Takes all 8. Crab is dead. Next dungeon. Flip. This one here is just a rest room. Flip. And this one here is a double encounter, which we cannot do because we only have 1 encounter. So, and that encounter is an amplifier for your bard. Because I couldn't think of what else a bard would use but an amplifier. I'll have to think of something better. So this now has not completed the dungeon. We've run out of monsters. So I need to rethink it a little bit, which I think is eliminating at least 1 of those dead end cards. And maybe putting in like 2 winning cards. So replace a dead end card with another winning card. So you have 2 possible ends to the dungeon. Maybe one of them is like the steps go further down, restart your dungeon, which is actually probably what I should do with... You know what? I think that's the right way to do it. You get it. The first room you're in has like stairs into it or a ladder or something. And then one of those dead end rooms is not really a dead end room. It's just that you go back to the start of your dungeon because that's where the ladder takes you down. So the ladder has taken you down to another floor. I think that's the right way to attack it. But this is how it is so far. I did 1 playthrough of it. We didn't come to a resolution, so I think that is not good. We do need to come to a resolution. Another thought is maybe when you reach those dead end cards, those come out of the dungeon deck, which might be the right way to do it. I run maybe 2 of those, and that comes out of your dungeon deck so you can keep playing through. Maybe. And you'd reshuffle everything in. I think that's worth a try. Maybe that's the right way to try it, is get rid of one of the ending decks, or one of the dead end decks, make it a ladder deck, or ladder card. Yeah, because there's still 11 cards left. Maybe I can leave all 3 and just make them that they take you to the next level, and you take that out when you reach that point. That might be the way to do it. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm going to call it now. If you didn't watch, then like if you're just catching up now, go back to the beginning. Watch from the beginning. Let me know your thoughts. This is TCGRPG. You can find it on Tabletop Simulator. You can find the print and play on my Discord. And if you don't know how to get to either of those, then message me on YouTube, Instagram, or wherever else, and I will, Facebook, whatever you have me on, and I will point you in the right direction. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.